Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's me again, Chad. This is a step-by-step tutorial to learn how to make or create a digital planner in Keynote. When I want to create a digital planner, I always start with planning out what pages I need. Will it be a horizontal or vertical planner? What colors to use? All the links, also the rough draft of each page layout. This way, when I start designing, it's smooth and I won't waste any time going back and forth or recreating elements just because I forgot to have them somewhere. Depending on how many pages your planner has, just know that creating digital planners is a bit time-consuming, especially if you have loads of links. So you might want to start small and get the hang of it first. But no worries, you can check on my digital planner playlist where I have all the tutorials on digital planning. I've put the link in the description as well as the elements I've used in this tutorial. By the way, if you're new to my channel, welcome, and be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified every time I post one of these educational videos. Thanks! Okay, with that out of the way, let's get started. So now how to add color or image to the cover of the planner. So open the Keynote app on your computer and select Basic White Presentation and select Create. On the top right corner of the screen, select a document. On the slide size, click on the drop-down menu and select Custom Slide Size. In the pop-up box, you are going to type 1235 by 795. So the height will be 795 and the width will be 1235. And hit OK. With your mouse, select the generic text that appears in the document and delete it. In the top border, click on the paintbrush icon, which is the format. And in the menu on the right, select a new color or image for the background of your planner. So if you want to just change the color, just simply choose a color fill and then click here and you can change it to whatever color, or you can also use the color pinwheel and then just do like this or here. But if you want an image, just choose image fill and then click on whatever image or graphic that you have from your computer. So now that I have that, click on shape right above here and choose square, then resize and change this color to white. And then change the color to white. And we need to add a border and a shadow to the papers to make it look more realistic. So just play around with the settings until you like the way your paper looks. So let's make this border line. We'll put it at 0.5 and change the color to maybe a lighter color like this or this one. And for the shadow, drop shadow, for the blur, let's have it at 5 point and offset 2 point and opacity maybe around 46, and then change the color to darker like this. So this would be our index page or home page or whatever you want to call it. You can put anything in here. So you can put like a daily page image here that goes or links to your daily page or a weekly, monthly calendar, whatever. So next is click on slide or add slide and then blank, or you can also duplicate this so you have the same background. Let's just delete this one because I wanted to put a dot paper on this page, or you can put whatever you want. If you have a monthly calendar, this is where you want to put it next. Now I have this dot paper already created. You can create one here or on any other app like Canva, InDesign, or Photoshop and save it as JPEG. You can also have this one that I already have. The link is in the description. Save this dot paper pattern on your computer and go to the folder where you save the dot paper and drag and drop it into the Keynote app. Select the dot paper on the upper right side of your screen. Click on Format and then Arrange and put 90 here for the angle. So we'll rotate the image to 90 degrees and move it to the right side of the document. It should be over here. If the dot paper is too wide like this, you'll just have to resize it, and you can uncheck this constraint proportion so you can resize it freely. Okay, like this. Now let's give your paper some dimension. The same thing that we did earlier in the toolbar of the Keynote app. Just go to Style, that's Format and Style, and Border Line. Then the shadow, drop shadow. Since we already have these settings earlier, it will just do it for you. So you don't have to change anything unless you want to. So next thing is we need to copy and duplicate this dot paper and place it on the left side of the planner. You can hold the Alt or Option key and then just drag this right over here. Just make sure that this size are equal. Now we can put a line down here, or we can also use a coil ring or a binder ring. So I already have this one created as well. And I created this from scratch, by the way. I will also leave the link on how to create this in the description. This is so easy to create. You can also download this one and the dot paper on my website. Links are all in the description. So just put this in the middle. Just make sure that these ones are properly placed so it doesn't look awkward. Now there you have it. So how to add hyperlinks to the planner. Hyperlinks are clickable links. When you add a link to a word or an image and click on it, the planner automatically takes you to that specific link. I like to put the index at the bottom right or in a tab or in the upper right corner of my page. So you can have an image of a house or so or whatever you want. So let's just do this as text. Let's put in the word index. And maybe we'll put it right here, or you can also put it down here. So maybe put it down at the bottom, and then we right click on the text box, add link, and slide. And we choose slide. And this is the number of your slide. So this is your first slide and your second slide. So I want this one to go to my index page, which is this slide 1. So I have to choose slide and then put the number 1, and then that's it. So it's got this arrow that says it's linked to something. Now you can duplicate this slide as many times as you want by right-clicking on it and then hit duplicate. And you can rearrange, by the way, the slides by moving them up and down or anywhere or anything like that. So I use this first page of the planner as the index, right? So you can use the text box option to type the number of pages that you want on your planner. So for example, let's say page 1 right here, just to show you how the hyperlinks work. Okay, and then text, make it bigger. All right, so this would be our page 1, slide 2. Page 2 is slide 3. Page 3 would be slide 4. So click on page 1, right click, add link, slide. That would be slide 2. Page 2, add link, slide. Page 3, and page 3 would be slide 4. Okay, there you go. So if we play this, page 1 goes to page 1, and index goes back to index. Page 3 goes to there. There you go. So let's see. This would be our page 1, right? So maybe page 1 is our to-do list. Let's see. And page 3 probably our, let's say, bucket list. And this would be our daily page. Okay, so now that we have the titles, let's go back and see what happens. If I go to page 1, it will go to my to-do list. Go back to index. If I go to page 3, it goes to my daily page. Page 2 will be our bucket list. All right. So how to create tabs on the planner? Another popular way to create links around the planner is by placing tabs on the borders of the planner. So in the toolbar, select the rounded rectangle. You go here to shapes and then this rounded rectangle. Place it right over here or wherever. Maybe some planners have it on top as well. Now we change the color. Go to style and change the color to maybe this color. That, right click on it and send to back. Now hold Alt or Option key and then just drag this or duplicate this. Or you can also do copy paste. And then send to back. Now for this, we can have line and border as well. The settings are the same, so it looks like you have all that. See there. So to add a link to the shape, just right click on the shape. You can also add text over the shape and just group them, and when you want to link it to another page, just right click on the shape, then add link and then slide. So for example, this first tab here, I want it to go to my slide 2. So just click on 2. And this one, I want it on slide 3. Oops. And this one, slide 4. All right, and so on and so forth. Just a reminder, you would want to create tabs before you duplicate or create all your other pages, because your tabs should be on every page, right? Oh, let's see first how it goes. So this is your tab here. It goes to to-do list. So see here, you would want to have this on every page that you want. There, bucket list. It goes to daily page. There you go. So how to decorate the planner? Remember that you can use any shape to give your digital planner pockets, borders, etc. Remember how we drag and drop the dot paper? Well, you can actually add any image to the planner as well. Just do it like we did earlier with the dot paper. And how to export the digital planner. When you finish making the digital planner, just save it as a PDF. So in the toolbar, click on File, Export to PDF. And that's it. So let me show you what I've created a while back. So this is what I've created some time ago. So this is my page, my front page. And actually I have this tiny tab here. It goes to page 2. If I click on that, so this is my page 2. And I have all these tabs right here. And if I click on stickers, it will go to my sticker page. I even have the index here, or the home page. It goes back to my home page or my cover page. So if I go to September, it goes to September page. And these ones are links as well as these icons. So if I click any of this, it goes to my notes page or to my weekly page. Let's see. There. So spend goes to my notes page or line page. So that's it. I hope this tutorial was helpful and interesting. Don't forget to check out my other digital planner tutorials. I'll have the links in the description. Please don't forget to subscribe also if you haven't done that already. Like and share this on social media as well. This gives me a reason to keep making these free videos. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Keep watching and keep learning. Bye-bye.